Doomhammer, and this is World of Warcraft, well, Shadowlands now, but today I'm going to be doing the Tauren Heritage Armor. Again, as you can see, I already have it, but
what
I get a
brings
chance to
you
record it as I was on an alt that before I get any of this software set up. Yeah, so when spirits whisper, "Ah, Tahanu, I am pleased the Earth Mother guided you here. I have a message for you. Chieftain Bloodhoof asks that you join him in Thunderbluff at once. I'll leave it to our leader to explain why you are being summoned, but I will say that Bane has met with the other Spearwalkers and your name was spoken with urgency. I suggest you hurry."
May the eternal sun shine upon thee. Walk with the Earth Mother.
So even though I'm doing this in the Shadowlands pre-patch, this took place back during... Oh, lovely, the Zeppelins here. This took place during the war campaign, I believe, shortly after we freed Bane Bloodhoof from beneath Orgrimmar. Though it's not entirely sure if it's set after that, everybody's pretty sure. Makes the most sense as to what's going on. So Bane Blood, especially since you have to do that all before you were able to unlock this part, and this Heritage Armor campaign. So now we're going off to Thunderbluff on this long journey across the Barrens. This is one of my many hunter ults, and he's survival hunter, as you can see. So I get to enjoy the ride. So yeah, this campaign was added during 8.2, I believe it was. Yeah, 8.2. The Rise of Ajara patch. And basically it has to do with the spirits being in turmoil after all that Sylvanas has done, and makes a lot of sense to do it just before Shadowlands, because there's quite a few hints to something going on in the Shadowlands at that point in the story, even before the announcement of the actual expansion. So this is one of the many hints towards what was coming, and I figured this would be the perfect time to cover it. On the longest Zeppelin ride ever. Actually, I can show off some of the views. So down there was old stuff from Battlefield Barrens, aka the pre-patch event to Siege of Orgrimmar. And they added Kor'kron outposts that you can still attack the Kor'kron, they can still attack you, but the area is completely pointless nowadays. Go figure. There's the Crossroads, which, as you can see, is under attack by the Scourge, as this is the Shadowlands pre-patch. Hopefully,
to get closer.
Though, I hope to God that Thunderbluff isn't affected. I believe it's not, as none of the Alliance cities were affected yet, and I know I can't do this as of Tuesday, because it's probably going to be when they activate the actual full-blown zombie invasion. There's the Divide, the Great Divide from Cataclysm, where definitely cracked open the earth. There's one particular spot I'm hoping to see along the way. There's one of the oases. This used to be I understand it used to be a Horde outpost and was featured in the Cataclysm cinematic, like I said, when the Great Divide was formed, but it's supposed to be that the Alliance took it over in the few hours they had, and I guess we didn't get to see it. There's a grave along the way with a spirit healer along this flight path. That's a tribute to I think he was a brother of a WoW dev that passed away before World of Warcraft even launched, and you can still see it to this day in the middle of Barrens. I think you're able to see on the way back is the thing. It goes on a slightly different route. Ever so slightly, but it basically you pass right above its head. The Spirit Healer's head in the Zeppelin. Go the right way. Get off the Zeppelin now. What? Oh no, I lost the title! That happens occasionally, I don't know why. It's a glitch with the crew to friend stuff, so I still have all the other stuff. For some reason that occasionally drops off, and then I'll get it back, and then it'll go away again, and it's super glitchy. Bane Bloodhoof. Like Chief
The Tauren stand proud.
This is generic text. Yes, I think so. Yes. Spirits Whisper.
What brings you to me?
The Shuhalo is the actual Torahe word for Tauren. So, greetings to Hanu. I am pleased you have answered my call. As you know, the Spirit Walkers commune with our ancestors and maintain balance within the spirit realm. It is a sacred duty that links our present to our past. But lately, the Spirit Walkers have been troubled by visions of chaos and turmoil, of a rising darkness. Stop summoning all the place. They tell me that the spirits have whispered your name. We aren't sure why, but Spirit Walker Uso means to find out. Seek Uso on Fargaze Mesa to the south. Good luck, Tanu. I believe you may need it. I really should have done the voice band. I can do a decent Tauren at least.
We are stronger together.
See, anything else in there? No. Fun fact, if you ever want to come here to fight Bane for the Alliance achievement, you should find him in this corner, because otherwise he constantly resets due to phasing issues. It's the only way I was able to do it. Only required 8 people at that point. It was back during the days of corruption and all that. I don't know how hard it is in pre-patch, though. That's Thunder Bluff, one of the most beautiful and definitely the most unique capital cities. So we're going back to the old Tauren starting area. There's Blood Village. Oh, little town of Bloodhoof Village. I don't remember how that song goes from Oxhorn. I haven't watched that video in years and years and years. Now we're going to be doing a lot of traveling, though, sadly. So we're going to have a lot of these little checks. What the hell is that? Never noticed that before. Oh, it's just a branch. I shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have done that. I should not have said that. I always forget it's right next to Feralis. There we are. Spirit Walker Uso.
Yes.
I expected you, sir. No matter. It's starting to sound like a dwarf. Have a seat. The ancestors whispered your name, Tahanu. Now it is time for you to reach out to them. Here in this sacred place, we Spirit Walkers commune with those who came before us. Sit within the circle and light the incense. If you open your heart, the Spirit Guide will present itself to you. Let us hope it will lead you to the answers we seek.
I'll light the incense, then center yourself and slow your breathing. Focus on the smoke as it swirls around you. Let it fill you and lighten your spirit. Breathe in and out.
Well, that can't be good.
Greetings, young one.
What did you see? Well, my throat's all dried. I have a better time of doing this. I'll drink some freaking water. I believe your guide was delivering a warning. The unrest within the spirit realm may be more dire than we first feared. We must cross over at once, a place with a strong bond to the spirit realm. In ages past, Torment pilgrims to Sunrock Retreat to engage in such a ritual. It is said that long ago, Anshe himself kissed the mountain where the retreat now stands. Anshe is the name of the sun to the Tauren. Ironically, we can't see it, only the moon, because it's late at night. Meet me there and we will begin the crossing.
Ancestors guide you. Yes.
So he's actually over
Honor
here.
the
He doesn't phase in. Yeah, so if you make a new Tauren, you can find him here. So, is that close enough? I feel like, yeah, I'll just fly on up if I can. Like I said, a lot of flying in this one, a lot more than the Blood Elf one, that's for sure, or even the Gnome one for that matter. But this one is very interesting. Very, very interesting. Mulgore is always one of my favorite zones. It's the only real plains that the game ever had. It's just gorgeous. The music is great and everything. And, hey, Oxhorn's old videos from way back in the day of his machinimas helped get me into WoW. And a lot of those machinimas took place here. You can still find a lot of those old places, like the rock with the Kodo painted on the side of it, for instance, or Bloodhound Village. That was his favorite town back in the day. That was filmed there. There's one of those rocks with a Kodo paint on it, though that one's embedded in the... It's not the rock, but it's a rock. I got a rock. Oh, I wonder, are they still up here? So there used to be, yes, the armored prairie dogs. They're carrying knives and they're wearing helmets and they're also freaking huge. They're all going to war with each other. It's so hilarious. The bunnies used to be armored too, and so I think the rat still has knives or something. But, yeah, it's prairie dogs declaring war on everybody else, basically. It's so strange. It's so funny. And this was just a little thing that I watched while people flew over in vanilla. But now it's an area you can actually go to in, after Cataclysm. So you go back to Classic, this would be a flight path area. You wouldn't be able to get close enough to see them. You had to wall jump to get up. Oh, I forgot about this stupid tabard. Okay, did I do that? I guess I did. Okay, so that's going to be on my chest while I do this questline. Hooray! Tabard for my questline. It's not moggable, but you're forced to wear it during this. Go figure. As you can see, I'm only wearing parts of the Heritage Armor. I like to do 2 pieces only of each set I wear. So that's why I'm wearing the totem and only the chest, because I want a very specific look to the chest, and I was able to kind of encompass everything else, like the headdress with the new customization options, and I don't know, I think I did a good job. It's not one of my best transmogs, but I think it's up there. I need to stop fidgeting with the menus. I still do that. I need to stop doing it.
You wish to speak?
Oh, Ishi's here, and I don't know you.
Greetings, young one.
Shall we begin? We're ready to begin. You will be crossing into the spirit realm. Take caution, for it can be a place of both tranquility and danger. Oh, onto the mic. Make contact with your spirit guide. There must be a reason it was in pain when it revealed itself to you. When you are ready, raise this vessel to enter the spirit realm.
Ancestors guide you.
Alright, so I should be going over this to smoke this to get... Oh, that's nice. World's biggest peace pipe. So that's what it is, it's a peace pipe. Alright. Whoa! Here, animal cries in the distance. I know that orcs used to say something. They used to say, like, where did he go? He just disappeared or something. Azernachi is named after the rare I spotted from. I tamed it from. Very famous rare in Mulgore. Swoop. So if you do this in different classes, you get different options. So I think I had a Kodo when I did on my monk, and one of my friends who's very mad that as a druid he got a plane strider. And I like plane striders personally. Like, look at this. Matching mount, matching bit. He was very angry, and I imagine he wouldn't be happy that I got a swoop instead of a plane strider. This music's very strange. Never heard it before. I'm used to listening to all the WoW music, and this is unique. Well, not for sure, but I remember ever having heard it before. Oh, Necrofiend. What the hell is a Necrofiend? Well, it's obviously a necrotic, so death. It's a fiend. It's the answer. It's itself, I guess. What the hell? Malevolent spirit. Oh my god.
Target.
Forgot about that thing. Jesus. Oh.
Oh, young one. How I wish we could have met under different circumstances.
Get out of the way.
The spirit realm is out of balance. Dark spirits are crossing over into the mortal world. There will come a time for us to speak, but first you must warn our people of this threat.
So the fun thing is, you actually get different chieftains for different things. So previous one I did, it was a female chieftain. She had a different name. This guy's a male, and there's a bunch of different ones you can meet, and you'll never necessarily meet the same one across some characters, which is really kind of a fun touch. So each one follows their own path, but you always get the same armor, of course. Your guide is a chieftain ancestor. That is a great honor. But if your guide was under attack, I fear balance has been lost. This is worse than I feared. People of Blood Village are in grave danger. Even the brave young Tauren who train in the air are woefully unprepared for the danger that is coming. Do what you can to stop this threat. I'll go to Thunderbluff to warn the High Chieftain.
Honor the spirits. Isahi, Akule, we must make haste to Thunder Bluff. Our champion will aid Bloodhoof Village.
I guess I completely misread her name. That was Ishii. It's Isahi. But, so everything as the spirit world, aka the Shadowlands, is in turmoil. That's not good. That's never good for anybody.
Be careful.
I'm gonna take a flight path out of here. I'm not flying back the fashion way like that again. Bye, Sunrock Retreat. I'll never be here again. That area used to be a questing area, and they removed all the questing cataclysm. It is now a completely pointless area up until they added this questline. Oh. Stuntdown Peaks is one of the best episodes of the game, though. Still to this day. Great story, it's really dramatic, and maybe funny at times. Like they got some Bioshock references of all things. And it's a very good zone. Not the best looking, but I don't know. I kind of like it. The deciduous forest, is that what it's called? I don't think that's right. I don't think that's right. And this was a troll town in vanilla, but famously it had no trolls, but had only troll buildings. Now it has all Tauren buildings and no Tauren, but it has trolls now. Go figure. It's so strange. Well, that money shot. And the real money shot. Yeah, this is completely unique. You will never see this again. The entire zone is covered in this mist. I'm taking lots of screenshots because you'll never get to see this again. It's... Now you can see why I wanted to fly out of the Flight Master. Okay, that was cool. Oh. The spirit realm has entered Morgor. We cannot allow them to pass. I should really have drinking some water. I can't do the Tauren voice as well as I normally could. Yeah, just look at this. How they achieve the effect is just amazing. It's not exactly distance fog, but at the same time it is, and I wish they'd used this effect more in the game. It's eerie. Kind of eeriness the game usually could use. It always seems to lack in kind of like they've had several bosses that are centered around fear, like the Shaw of Fear and Xavius, but none of them used things like the environment really all that well to enhance that feeling of perpetual dread, as well as just this saying in a zone that we know so well, surrounded in fog. So now I gotta help save the town. Well, Find the crown, save the town, and Mr. Krabs. How they were meant. And I'll get demonetized. Da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, this is a very cool model. I'd like to point out that it's basically an upgrade of the old Ghost model, but they've never applied it anywhere else except for this questline and the Vol'jin questline. It's very weird. It's such a good model. I thought my item level would be high enough to be able to handle this just fine, but it looks like I might be struggling a little bit today. I haven't increased it since the Shadowlands stuff. I got a higher level weapon and everything, but looks like I'm gonna be struggling today. Oh, I should tell the story being I shouldn't talk. This is Ahab Wheathoof. A very, very tragic story. You notice that he... Okay, I thought he had 2 lines. So notice that he's got his own unique voice acting, even though he's just a farmer. This was named after... when it was a character created by a kid who... I forget his name, but it was... he was part of the Make-A-Wish Foundation Blizzard way back in the day, or back in the vanilla days. He wanted to create his own quest. His quest was to find him a dog, and he was able to voice the character. He has a few lines like, "Will you help me find my dog?" And you find him wandering around Blood Oak Village normally. And I think his name was Gotta pull up the Wikipedia. So he's sucking the atmosphere some more. And so he sadly had brain cancer, and he'd already had his eye removed, one of his eyes removed. And so he made this little quest, and it's very sweet. And sadly, he eventually passed away. And Blizzard went out of their way to rename the Lunar Festival Elder Thunderbluff. Rename him Elder Wheathoof in tribute to him. Ezra Chatterton, who went by E-Phoenix online. I didn't know this. Wow. He was born the same year as I was, 1996. But he received the first Ashes of Valar, and he also created a merciless gladiator crossbow, the Phoenix. I can look that up actually, because he went by Phoenix. I think that was actually his middle name, and he passed away in August of 2008. Oh, I know he had a stroke in August 2008 and passed away in October of that year. And it's real tragic, and a lot of people don't know about that. Yeah, there it is. And he also was the first person to ever receive the Ashes of Valar, so that was...
Braves, prepare for battle!
That was back in 2007, I guess, when that all happened. And, I didn't even realize that the... Okay, yeah, you guys could hear that, but, yeah, so that's the story of, Ahab Wheathoof, the old rancher. Rest in peace, Ezra. You'll always live on in our hearts. And, Mulgur was, Tauren was the first character I ever made. I made it on a friend's account, and it was a Tauren hunter, and that was one of the first quests I ever completed, so... on top of being, a very sad, but at the same time somewhat beautiful story of a young kid being able to add a character and a quest to a game he loved so much. It was also one of the first things I ever did in this game, and hold a special place in my heart for that. Oh, crap. Yeah, just let that atmosphere sink back in.
This spirit is the one who leads them!
Oh, crap. Not good. Maybe that'll be the thumbnail. Actually, I know it's gonna be the thumbnail.
We fight when we must.
You heard the words, Hano. We're in dire need of your help. It is fortunate that Spirit Walker Rousseau passed along your spirit guide's warning. We were able to evacuate most of the citizens. This cursed spirit is full of malevolence and hatred and must be destroyed, Anu. We attack on your command.
We serve as caretakers of this world.
So as you can see, oh, she's got dialogue.
Stand
Part young
strong.
Tauren.
Stay true.
So as another saying, I kinda why have you come? Just gonna ignore that.
How may I aid you?
That's embarrassing. You know what? Let's see this.
May the Earth
I don't
Mother
want.
smile upon you.
Son of a bitch. Nope. Okay then. Well, we're just gonna go.
I
Saw
am
that.
Bane, son of
Attack.
Care. Without honor, we have nothing. Champion, I am at your side.
And I know there's things you can run
Over
into
there.
that'll increase
Our
your
ancestors give us
Yep.
strength.
So if you get into it in time, yep, increase health damage done by 50%. Wow! Wow. Well, looks like now is something they said. Oh.
The ancestors, let them grant you their power.
It's been a while since I played Survival Hunter, so forgive me if you're watching this and you're just cringing really hard at how poor that goes.
Stand beside our ancestors and accept their aid. We must destroy the spirit before it is too late. No, my son. Let it be. Our way seeks not destruction, but harmony. We need both light and shadow to see what lies before us. You have helped this champion restore balance to the spirit realm, and balance is what we strive for. Father, Mother, can you stay? I have so much I wish to tell you. I know, but we must wait for another time. We are proud of you, my son. Remember always that the Earth Mother watches over you, and so do we.
That's really sweet. Getting a cameo by the original Tauren leader from World of Warcraft, Cairn. Sadly passed away. Was killed by Magatha Grim Totem by proxy. Poison to put on Garrosh's axe
We
during
fight when we must.
duel to
For
the death that
Azeroth.
was rigged in Garrosh's favor. He had no knowledge of it, but it's very tragic. Covered in the Shattering book, and it also covered how Bane Bloodhoof became leader of the Horde, and also was his first characterization as his own person, written by Christy Golden, who's a very good writer, and she writes most of the WoW novels, now the official Blizzard novelist. You have saved Thunderbluff, Hunter. However, the spirit's realm is growing more restless and imbalance is tipping. We have restored it for now, but how long until the scales are removed again, and what is causing it? I do not have those answers, but I do have another favor to ask. And of course, nowadays we know why that is. Shadowlands expansion, a week and a half away. We're so close to the answers. The balance has been restored and Thunderbluff is safe. Thank you. We owe our victory to your spirit's guidance. We must honor the old ways by giving thanks to the ones who came before us. To the southwest lies a beautiful vista where my father once took me. It would be a fitting place to reflect upon all that has transpired. Please take this offering there to honor our ancestors. And this is where we get the Heritage Armor.
Honor those who came. Tauren of Thunderbluff. We are safe thanks to the deeds of our champion. Long will we remember this day. Let us pay tribute to our ancestors. Let us honor our tribe!
Oh, that's cool. Now, for an underappreciated moment that no one else... I've not heard anyone else talk about this. And it's a damn shame that they don't. This is a very special spot. And no one knew about it until now.
Our people once lived as nomads. It was not long ago that we settled in these lands. Some of us are still wanderers at heart. You have done much in your travels to honor your ancestors. Look upon this land, and know that the peace and harmony found here are also within you. Balance has been restored, and I must bid you farewell, but the spirits will always watch over you. Wherever the great hunt leads you, may our gifts remind you of your tribe and your home. Walk with the Earth Mother.
Just want to let that soak in for a second, and ancient Tauren Talisman. Ancient Swoop. So, why this location, you might ask? All the places for Blizzard have you go to turn in your Heritage Armor. Well, there's a very specific point. You see, back in, before the release of this game, there was a cinematic, the original World of Warcraft cinematic, and one of the first shots is of Tauren. He stands over a bluff and he pours out some ceremonial dust for the ancestors, and then the camera pans around to see Thunder Bluff. That Tauren fought with a totem that he kept on his back. It is the first shot I ever got of Mulgore. And it's from this vantage point that no one ever noticed. Didn't ever have anything here before before Battle for Azeroth. And now marks what you could consider an ending to a story in a way. Our player character, finally becoming, maybe just for a moment, that Tauren we all saw so many years ago, inspired so many to play World of Warcraft.